Hey friends, welcome back to my channel Fitness Geek. Today in our video we'll be talking about SonarCloud. In our previous video we saw what SonarCloud is, what are the quality gates that's involved in SonarCloud and how you configure it, how you can create custom quality gates. In today's video we'll be implementing that in our pipelines. So we'll have static code analysis in our pipeline. So before you actually merge your code into the main, there would be a PR validation kind of step where the quality gates needs to be passed before it can be merged. So those things will be implemented today in our video. But before we jump into the video, I would like to make a request. If you could do me a favor, please just subscribe to it and like the video, because it helps me to get visibility. So yeah, so thanks in advance, and please do subscribe if you haven't yet. So yeah, without any further delay, let's jump into our video. We will start by signing into the SonarCloud. Log into the URL sonarcloud.io, and from there it will show you how you can log in. Let's go to our Google. Let's get the SonarCloud URL. These are the featured projects. You can go ahead and have a look. These are the available options. We will select Azure DevOps. We already have an Azure DevOps account. I will sign into my Azure DevOps account. ramakant.dadishi@hotmail.com, that's my email ID. Once click next, it will ask you to provide access. Just go through this, select yes. Now you're logged into SonarCloud. On the top right, you will have options to analyze new project or create an organization. We will create a new organization. You will have to link your Azure DevOps organization. So we'll head back to our Azure DevOps URL, fetch the organization name, go back to SonarCloud, provide the organization name. Now you need to provide the personal access token, the PAT that will be generated from Azure DevOps. This is where you will get the personal access tokens in Azure DevOps. Give it a name. The organization is pre-selected because we are already in that organization. If you want to read about personal access token, this is the URL. You can go ahead and read the documentation. The best practice is to provide only the minimum privilege or the minimum permissions for this personal access token. There are options to customize the accessibility or the permissions for this PAT. So heading back to our Azure DevOps, expiration is 30 days. I'm not giving full access. I'll be custom defining what permissions I need. The code read and write is enough. That's my PAT. I will use that and paste it here and then click continue. Now it says you need to import the Fitness Geek org, which is my organization, into SonarCloud organization. So I will name it Fitness Geek. I'll let the key as is. That key is useful. It will be helping us later. Then choose the plan. I will be selecting the free plan, which is only for public repos, and the project in SonarCloud will also be public. There are paid plans. You can have a look at it. 100k private lines for £10 per month is pretty good, so you can select that. If you're a medium scale organization, the €75 plan is also quite good, which gives you like 250k lines of code. For me, I'll be just selecting the free plan. So let's create the organization. I will click create organization. So currently we don't have any projects here to be analyzed, so we'll be analyzing a new project. I'll click here. Because we are using a free plan, we cannot analyze private repos in our organization, or as in private projects which have repos will not be able to analyze those. So this is one of the public repo or the public project that I have in Azure DevOps. I'll select those and set it up. So that is done. Now if you go to my projects, these are the two projects that we have. These are the two repos actually on the same project. Now we need to do the configuration, choose your analysis method. So we are going to use the Azure DevOps pipelines. So I'll select that. So it will give you the entire configuration settings that you will have to go ahead and do in your Azure DevOps. First of all, we will need the extension for SonarCloud. So go to the marketplace and install your SonarCloud extension. I already have it in my organization, but this is how you will do. You will select here, you will go there and select get it for free. And if it is not available in your organization, you will get the option to install it. But for me, it's already there. This is the extension. I do have a few more extensions already installed, but that's for a different video. So let's head back to SonarCloud steps that we need to follow to configure our pipelines. So first thing is to create a service connection. Head back to Azure DevOps, select SonarCloud, and then follow the steps. So add a service connection of type SonarCloud, use this token, copy the token, I'll paste the token here, and then let's just verify. Let's give it a name. So verification was succeeded, so let's just give it a name, FG SonarCloud CNXN. That should be okay. Grant access pipelines, permissions to all pipelines, so that's done. These pop-ups are so annoying. Anyways, so that's it. That's how you create your SonarCloud service endpoint. Now we need to configure the Azure pipelines. So these are SonarCloud will tell you like which of these defines your project. So if the options are Maven, Gradle, .NET, C++ or whatever, but for me it is a Terraform project, so I will just select other. So depending on what kind of project you have, the code you have, you will select and it will give you the next steps to follow. These are the steps that you need to follow to create the pipeline to run the SonarCloud analysis as a pipeline. Just have a look. So the first is to set fetch depth, the second is to prepare analysis configuration, then you need to run the code analysis, and then the publish quality gate result. If you take a look, the fourth step is not mandatory but will allow you to decorate your pull requests, so it can be part of your build validation, PR validation kind of a step. So we'll do that as well. So let's head back to our Azure DevOps. This is one of the pipelines we already have. We'll be creating new pipelines for our project. These are the steps that needs to be followed. We'll be creating a YAML based pipeline. Alright, so let's head back to our Azure DevOps and start creating the pipeline. So we are in our repo. We will create a starter pipeline. I will remove this. and this is the code that will be required. I'll show you how you can just create that directly from the assistant, the show assistant. So but this is the code. The first bit, the SonarCloud prepare, then the SonarCloud analyze, then the SonarCloud publish. I'm currently just running it. In the next part I'll just show you how you create these YAML steps. I'll just rename this file. That's all right. Save and run. That is okay. So it has started running. All right, so let's go back a step back and I'll show you how I created that all the steps using the show assistant. So this was our starter pipeline. Then you go to show assistant, search for SonarCloud. You will get all the tasks that you need. Now select. So if you see in your SonarCloud configuration, the steps, first is to select the prepare analysis configuration. So you select the SonarCloud service endpoint, then the organization, and as it was mentioned in the step, use standalone scanner. So that's what we do, and then manually provide configuration, copy the project key. So in mode we'll do the manually provide configuration, we'll copy the project key, and then the project name. This is the project name. And that's it. That's for the first task, prepare analysis configuration. The second, the task is the run code analysis. We'll configure that. That will be that task will be after the the SonarCloud prepare task. So I'll have to do a few changes. I needed to move the code a bit to the left to remove the errors. So that's done. We'll need to add other tasks now. So we'll go to the assistant again, the run code analysis task, and that's all right. As mentioned in the SonarCloud documentation, this should be after the SonarCloud prepare, and the last one would be the quality gate. It's more important to have this particular task, the quality gate result. This one is important for PRs. So when you merge into main, that's when it comes into play. So this is good. Okay, so I can run that. It will go ahead and do the SonarCloud prepare, the analyze, and the publish. So that's how you create the SonarCloud pipeline. Now let's go back to our witnessgeek-IAC, the Terraform code. Currently there are no pull requests, we have nothing, so we'll try to push some code. Let's create a new PR from this branch into. So this is the particular the file that we created, the SonarCloud YAML file. This is the first analysis that SonarCloud has run. The first analysis, you can see the bugs, the security vulnerabilities, the maintainability, the code smells, the security review for security hotspots. So we have got some issue with the security review. We will be fixing that. If we go ahead and check the issues, this is one of the TLS versions issue that it has highlighted, and we need to fix that vulnerability, and we will be doing that. The security hotspots, so it will tell you where is the risk and what's the risk, and then you assess the risk and how you fix it. So it will tell you what exactly you need to do. It's very self-explanatory, and it does a really good job in explaining the issue and letting you know how you can fix that issue. If you see the right hand top side, it has already identified that my code is Terraform. It has analyzed 299 lines of code, and there is 0.0% coverage, 0.0% duplications, which is good. So this is the PR for the YAML file that we had created. So we created that in the checkoff fix pipeline, so we'll have to merge that into main. Let me create a PR, that's the title. Let's provide a description. It's not mandatory, so you can leave it as is. And let's merge this particular PR. So the YAML file that we created, the YAML file for the pipeline that we created, will get merged into main. And since we had our trigger for main, it actually got triggered once we merged. If you see, it has started running already. So once this PR completes, we should have at least one quality gate analysis in our SonarCloud. So let's just wait for this to complete. So the pipeline, the main pipeline for the deployment has kicked in, because that pipeline had a condition where whenever there is a merge into main, it should kick in. So that's what happened. It has run successfully. Now heading back to the SonarCloud dashboard, we should be able to see the quality gate analysis, the first PR that we completed. So for this, we should have a quality gate analysis done. Let's just change the pipeline name to something more sensible. Let's put it inside a folder. That's okay. Let's rerun this pipeline. That's completed successfully. Let's go back to SonarCloud and have a look at all the pipeline runs and what has happened so far. If I scroll down, if you see, there is a quality gate pass that we have seen, and these are the lines of code that was analyzed for the first time when we ran it, when we ran the the pipeline for the first time. That's when the analysis was done. This was run on the PR. Let's make some changes again and fix the issues that was identified in our SonarCloud. So let's check what all things we are going to fix. This is my project again. As it says, it's a Terraform project. So we will be seeing what all things have been highlighted, the issues, the vulnerabilities, the security hotspots. So we'll go to our dashboard, the main branch, and if you see, this is a summary. You see the reliability, the security issues, the maintainability issues, the security review. There are 10 security hotspots that has been highlighted. So we will be fixing one of those. So if I go into the security hotspots, there are 10 of them identified. There are 4 permission related, there are 2 traceability related, and 4 others. So we'll be fixing the others, the one of the security hotspot in others. So all of the 4 that you see here is based on the identity, the system identity or the managed identity for the particular resource. So if you read the complete, the security hotspot detail, it says omitting the identity block disables Azure managed identities. Make sure it is safe here. So we will be enabling this system identity for one of the resource. So it tells you where is the risk. So exactly in your configuration file where the issue is, and it will tell you what is the risk. So it answers all the questions, where, what, and then how you will fix that. This is how you will fix. It will tell you what exactly you need to do. So we need to add the identity block in our code, which is currently missing for this particular resource. So we'll be fixing this directly on our Azure DevOps, the security hotspot issue. So this is my file. And if we see this particular resource, the FE web app doesn't have the identity block, but the other resources have that enabled already. So we don't have to worry about that. If I scroll down, I can show you the backend part. It has the application stack, the identity block. This is the block that has been identified in SonarCloud. So we need to add that for the resource, the first resource, that is the FE web app, that is missing. We can't do the changes directly on our main. I mean, you can make changes, but it will not allow to commit because we have protected our main branch. Only PRs are accepted for merges. So let's copy this. Let's go back. We are on our checkoff fix branch. Let's click on this edit. So we are currently fixing the security hotspot identified in our SonarCloud, and we are fixing one of the others that others category that was highlighted. Let's create our pull request. The changes are the same, the identity block. Let's create our PR. Once we create our PR, the build validation pipeline has already kicked in. So this is particularly this particular build validation is running our SonarCloud analysis on this, on the the source branch, which is a checkoff fix. It's a PR validation, so it will go through the gate. If it finds any issues, or if it's less than like whatever we have defined in the quality gate, it will fail the pipeline, and so on. The build validation has completed. You can see all the the Sonar Cloud steps have completed successfully: the preparation, the analysis, and the publish. Let's go back. This is our SonarCloud dashboard. This was just run. So the quality gate was passed. You can see on the right side. So let's complete the pull request. All the pre-checks for the PR merge, the merge of our this branch is done. So we can complete the pull request. I'll go here. The only if you see the checks, the SonarCloud pipeline was successfully completed. The quality gate was passed. So that's all. So we should be able to approve it and complete it. We can delete the source branch because we are working on a trunk-based development. So we want to keep the feature or the hotfix branches as short-lived as possible. So we have done that. Once the PR merge, because we are merging it, we have run the pipeline again. That's one of the CI that I've configured. So this is the quality gate, and if you see on the right hand side, the security hotspot, so it has decreased by 1. So we had 10 of them, we have fixed 1, so it has gone down by 1. On the left hand side, the others, we had in the others category we had 4 security hotspots identified. So currently we have 3. So we have fixed 1 and pushed that, and it is already reflecting in our dashboard. So that was good. That was quick. We will be doing another fix. If you see the vulnerabilities, we'll be fixing one of that, which is highlighted as critical. So if you see the full history, you have the versions available here. We can, yeah, if you want, you can see the versions. Now let's go to the issues, and this is highlighted as a critical issue. So this is the minimum TLS version for our storage account. I've already cloned the the repository on my local system. This is my visual code. Let's create a branch to fix that storage account TLS issue. Currently, we do not have the minimum TLS version defined, so we will create a branch. So this is the storage account for the function app, and we have made the changes. Let's stage it and then commit, publish the branch. We should have we should be able to see the branch appear here. It is here. Let's create the pull request. The changes as we did for the function, the storage account related to the function app. Added the code block for minimum TLS version, not the block, but just the one line of code. That is completed. So the PR is in progress. If you see, the pre-checks have completed. The quality gate is passed as expected. Okay, this is fine. Let's approve it and complete the merge. Once the merge is complete, this issue, this vulnerability should go away. The merge is in progress. The merge has completed successfully. It should kick the pipeline, and the code analysis is in progress. This should be the first stage for all of your projects, the build and then code analysis. It should be one of your initial stages. Once the pipeline completes successfully, we should be able to see that the vulnerability has been reduced, or has been fixed. So let's refresh, and it says one line of code, one fixed issue, and there you go. If you see the vulnerabilities, we had one, right now we have zero, so it's declined by one. And if you go ahead and see the full history, you can see the graph, it has gone down. So that's it. That's how we have fixed one of the security hotspot. We have fixed one vulnerability which was critical, and it was already reflecting in our SonarCloud dashboard. So SonarCloud is very helpful in terms of identifying your issues and letting you know how you will fix it. And you should always have it in your DevSecOps process. So yeah, thanks for watching and keep supporting. I hope this video helps you in making more secured, deployment processes and pipelines. Thanks a lot and keep supporting.